Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game, as he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running inside, it's Clark. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive hits.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Fires left. Makes a connection. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Clark. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Scores on the sneak.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Byron Brown. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Brown will throw it. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Eccles.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Looking to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Here's Sellers to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to
pick off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Fires quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Motion from the wideout. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The run inside. It's Cobb. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's fourth and goal. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Sellers. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Oh, this crowd. A stop on third down. Now here's Sellers. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers to the air again. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll go hurry up here.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air. It's Sellers. He's got his man, makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Here's Sellers to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Auburn's head coach coming out of the locker room. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And, man, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots.
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. A strike downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it. Did a and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's 2nd and long. Sellers. This one's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. He's got him. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's McAllister. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers have this offense rolling.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Sellers. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Final play of the quarter coming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Brown wants to pass, using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside, it's Clark.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The run inside. It's Clark. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. Third down and 3. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for score 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Brown will throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You know, and with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again. He's trying to build momentum. Really nice job scrambling out of danger there on 4th down, picking up the first. They're obviously trailing, but in college football, it ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Swings it out to his running back. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Here's Sellers to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Brown will throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something